Hey guys, got a match here, in fact a couple of matches against the legendary StrickeN from YouTube, otherwise known as LinkFreak12. Got an Ubers and then a Roulette game, and I'll put his link in the description, and you should definitely go and subscribe to him. He's got loads of great battles up, and he needs some more subscribers, so go do that and check out these battles. So here we go. We both lead with Muse, and I've been testing a new Mew lead, which I just decided to test for this match, and he misses his Hypnosis, mainly because he's using Plat, and Hypnosis sucks ass on DP, but on Plat it sucks even more, so Hypnosis missed and I got the Dark Pulse off. Anyway, I go to Zomg NU because he has Sleep Talk, he's going to take the sleep, he's basically a random wall thing, piece of crap, which wants to fall asleep all the time and doesn't actually do anything in many of my matches of Ubers, but hey, there you go. He SR's there, and he was contemplating Thunder Waving, but he didn't, and that was very lucky that he didn't do that because it meant that Kyogre was sort of safe for the rest of the match, and I definitely needed Kyogre to be safe. So he went to a Mantine, which has Water Absorb, and that's pretty epic. Pretty much stops all Kyogres in their tracks. So I obviously went to Dialga because I predicted the Toxic, and I T-Wave him and he Mirror Coats me, so now I know that he's got that trick up his sleeve. I'll hopefully try and use that against him by sort of psyching him out or something. So I set up my rocks and he goes for a Surf, which doesn't do all that much, but I guess it would have done even less if I hadn't had the rain up. So yeah, TARDIS is doing pretty nicely with his special defense EVs and hanging in tight there. So I'm not going to go for an attack because I don't want to get Mirror Coated. So I go out to Darth Tyrannus, who will probs go for a Thunder here, and Thunder hits, and he has a freaking Wackenberry, which reduces the power, so it doesn't die, and then he Mirror Coats. So, you know, I saw he had Mirror Coat, but I didn't know he had the Wackenberry. You know, I was putting up to chance, went for it, and didn't really pay off. But, you know, that's life, and Mantine is hanging pretty tight in Ubers, so it's looking pretty good. I go to Skywalker to Nasty Plot, and he surfs me, which does a decent amount thanks to the rain, but Mew's got pretty good defenses regardless, so it takes it pretty nicely. And I'm going to pass here. I'm going to pass straight to Kyogre, and he switches out to Metagross. Now, this is where things become pretty dangerous for him. Kyogre now has a Choice Scarf, and it has a Nasty Plot in rain, and it's pretty much going to dominate. So I know I can't go for Surf or Water Spout because he still has that freaking Mantine left, and I need to get rid of that. So I go for a Thunder, hopefully trying to get rid of the thing, and hopefully with Nasty Plot, Thunder will be able to sweep a fair few things. So I get rid of the Mantine on the switch-in, which was a sacrifice by him. He couldn't really do much more. And he goes to Palkia. Now, this was actually something that he didn't want to do. He didn't mean to switch Palkia in. He wanted to check its stats or something, but he accidentally clicked Shift, so it came in, and Thunder is actually a one-hit KO after the Stealth Rock, so that's pretty good for me. So anyway, he goes to his own Kyogre, and evidently that's going to be a problem for me because it's going to probably be Timid, Mind's Modest, outspeeds, and I live it, so that was pretty freaking awesome. And Thunder's obviously going to KO, so I did get pretty lucky there. I think maybe damage, calc and stuff maybe skewed in my favour, but it was pretty good. And yeah, so he brings in Metagross. Bullet Punch leaves me on 5 HP, which is just like, oh my god, that just sucks ass for him, like really does. He brings in Rayquaza, and this was a shame that he actually rushed his Pokesav and forgot to put Extreme Speed on. Otherwise, he would have finished off Kyogre a lot earlier, and this really wouldn't have been that bad a sweep, because he is an excellent player, and this really didn't show his skill. It was just basically Kyogre cleaning the field with a Nasty Plot boost and a Choice Scarf, and shows how destructive it can be even in Ubers. So he wanted a rematch, obviously, to regain some pride that he'd lost from that loss. So he asked me if I wanted a Roulette. He asked me if I wanted a Standard, actually. I said Roulette would be better because I didn't really have a team, and you know, it's quicker, easier, more fun. So here we go. I lead off with Metagross, and he has a Roserade lead. I go for Ganondorf because he has Sleep Talk, and I'm going to try and abuse that. So he Toxic Spikes, and I hope to get an Ice Punch here, but I get the Stone Edge instead, which is alright. And he actually had a Sash, so it wouldn't have mattered regardless what I got. He Toxic Spikes again. I go for the Sleep Talk, but I wake up this time, so that's kind of like facepalm. And yeah, that I wasn't too happy about that. But Ganondorf is going to be switching out now because I'm not really using him against this Roserade, and I want to take the Leaf Storm, which I kind of predicted, and it does a pretty hefty chunk to Metagross regardless, probably because of the power of Stab and all that Leaf Storm power. I got a crit on the Bullet Punch, but you know, that was obviously game changing, so yeah. He goes to Ape, and Ape is a huge thorn in my side. I really can't do a lot against it. I've got 2 Steels, 2 normal types which are slower than it and are going to be OHKO'd by close combat, and a Ninjask which it can beat with, you know, whatever. So I'm looking pretty screwed here. So basically my only option is to go to Ninjask and hopefully pull off some speed boosts in order to pass it off to my Machamp and then go for a sweep. So that's basically what I'm looking to do here in the long run. So I set up a sub first of all. He Stone Edges, and I'm kind of wondering why he's going for Stone Edge. Probably because he doesn't want to lose his defenses through close combat and doesn't want to overheat to reduce his special attack. So he's going for the risky Stone Edge. I guess it's better than switching because that would give me a free sub regardless. But there's always a chance with Stone Edge missing. So it's kind of hit and miss. Although, luckily for him, he managed to get 3 hits in a row and a crit on the last one. So, I'm hoping here that he's going to miss, so I decide to bat and pass this time. And I go to Machamp, and I know Machamp resists Stone Edge, so hopefully I'll be able to take it pretty nicely. But not only do I get hit by the Poison Spikes, I also get hit by the Stone Edge, and that sucks because I'm poisoned and it crits me with Stone Edge, and he has Mach Punch as well, and he has a Metagross which is banded with Bullet Punch. So my sweep, you know, I guess he could have stopped it in the long run, but that would have probably helped me quite a lot and maybe won me the match in the end, because Machamp with Speed Boost is kind of a hard thing to stop. So he got rid of that because of Poison, Bullet Punch, whatever, and I go out to this guy to explode on the Gallade because Gallade is just a pain and I didn't want it close combating and killing me, and so I just exploded, you know. He said that was a great thing for him because Fortress pretty much walled the rest of his team, but I said, you know, with Majigga thing, you could close combat with Gallade, he could close combat me and pretty much do quite a lot. So I go for the knockoff here, which probably wasn't the best idea, I guess, because it now leaves him able to use Meteor Mash. So I guess I could have gone for like a couple more Fire Punches if I hadn't done that, but seeing Fire Punch does that not that much, I guess, you know. But whatever, I'm going to go for an explosion here, and thanks to the awesomeness of Stab, which is Licky Licky, it actually takes the Metagross down. Not a crit there. So that was pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that, and you know, I want to use Licky Licky more because Stabbed Explosion is just too much to pass up on. You have to have some of that power. It's great. So I go to my last guys at Bliss, and his last 2 guys are like Swellow and T-Tar. So basically I'm just gonna end the game here because I go for a soft boil on the Facade, but of course it does a freaking ton, and that's gonna take me out next turn anyway. So that was some pride regained for StrickeN after that Ubers game, but definitely go check out his stuff on his channel because he's got some pretty good battles and he needs some more subscribers. So go subscribe to him on pain of death, I guess, and subscribe to me too because, you know, I guess if you're watching this, you probably like my other battles, so you know, do that. So yeah, great game. And I'm kind of thinking of doing a video where I show lots of YouTube battlers who I think are pretty good and upcoming, and get you to all subscribe to them. So I'll probably do that in the near future, post that and say, yeah, there are tons of people who are pretty cool out there. So yeah, maybe some top 10 or something, in my opinion, of like narrated battlers who are up and coming, and if I thought you'd enjoy their vids or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, catch you guys later. Peace.